going live right now. We're gonna do fine. It's just I'll just talk.
Okay.
Just talk.
Hi. Is it start now?
It's starting up right now.
Wow, it's great. It's great.
Hey, welcome everyone to FILMspiration, inspiration for everyone through the lens of a filmmaker. My name is writer-director Edgar Ibarra, and we're coming to you live via Facebook from the 26th Annual Arizona International Film Festival. And I've got a treat for you all. I've got Mr. Howon Kim. Howon, how are you?
How are you today? Nice to meet you,
Nice.
and thank you for inviting this live stream.
Yeah, thank you very much for being on the live stream, Howon. I really do appreciate it. So as we get more and more people aboard, let's just go ahead and talk about your film, Honeymoon.
Yes.
So one of the neat things for me, and let's just go ahead and look at the camera. One of the neat things for me is to be able to meet other film directors, in this case from other countries, and likewise yourself, to kind of have an interaction and an exchange as to, you know, just different filmmaking styles and whatnot. And so, what are you enjoying about the 11th day of the International Film Festival?
Yeah, actually, you know, the 2017 this International Film Festival in Arizona is very special to me because it is for 2 consecutive years to me. Yeah, actually, I wanted to come here every day, every year. Yeah, because you know, my first international film festival is here the last year. So and then they give me some best foreign film. Yeah, it was so incredible to me because it is very meaningful, and I always thank you for this film festival, and it is very special, especially yeah, you know, here is nowadays there's many film festivals, many international film festivals on the worldwide, but yeah, this festival is so special to me. So yeah, this time is short film with me, so yeah, I like this film festival.
So, Juan, let me see. You had some great words with regards to one of the things, and it'll be kind of, it'll look different where you're sitting right next to me, but we actually recorded an interview on Thursday night because I wasn't sure if you were going to be here and if we're going to have this time together. I'm happy that we do.
Right, yes.
So let's go to a soundbite of you with regards to, you know, honeymoon and special needs people, because that's what this film deals with, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's go ahead and go on over to a soundbite with you regarding special needs people.
Okay.
Okay, sorry about that. The audio is now back on. Everyone, that was Hwon Kim from South Korea speaking with regards to Honeymoon, the short film. And there he was talking to us about basically the special needs stories that a lot of people don't consider in South Korea. And so it was very different to see a movie about special needs people.
Mm-hmm.
And so talk to us about, you know, how did you prepare for a role playing a special needs person?
Yes, actually, you know, the short film yeah, our pre-production, we don't have any time to preparation about the role or some production because our casting was complete before 1 weeks ago about shooting. So we have to be determined that what's the specialty of my character, and we have to be determined. We have to decide about the something about degrees of a disability. It means that like this role, the actors they always have to preparation about this behavior or some about the saying something special or special behavior. You know what I mean? Because these characters, he has some he has some severe
Paralysis.
yeah paralysis, severe paralysis. So I have to be preparation. So. But my conviction of acting is I just followed my director's direction. So yeah. Uh, anyway, in this script, in this scenario, he has some special behavior, special thinking about special moving, special moving. So I and my director research on the internet and YouTube and Google and the type the some of this disease, some of disabled, and then we have to determine about what is the good expression about the this 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 the degree of a disability. So yeah, there was two options. There was two options there. It it was the yeah one of the option is the more one of the more is option is that the degree of disability is more seriously, and the another thing is that yeah, my director wants to more accuracy about my conversation and my dialogue. He wants to be, even though this character has some severe peril, yeah, it's okay. He wants to be, even though this something like this disability is seriously, but he wants to deliver the my dialogue more accuracy and more perfectly to audience, to my audience. Yeah.
So you got a lot of research went into playing a disabled person.
You're right.
In this case.
Yeah, yeah, in YouTube and in Google, there is too many kinds of some character about like these people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, like this. So yeah, we have to some choosing what is the suitable for our film and what is the suitable to deliver our message to my country's audience. Yeah. So my director, yeah, and I.
And this was something that needs to be talked about in South Korea, correct?
You're right.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead and go on over to, and we're going to bounce back and forth between yourself and Mr. Paul Gray. Paul Gray is from Scotland, and he brought us a beautiful film called And Violet. And so let's listen to, just a little description of And Violet to start off, and see what he's got to say, and then we'll come right back to us. Okay. Without any further ado, here's Mr. Scott Gray from And Violet, writer-director.
And Violet. So it features a coming-of-age drama about an adopted teenage girl and her relationship with her adoptive mum and her birth mum. So it starts off with Violet and her adoptive mum are on a day trip, and by chance they meet her estranged birth mum, and it's just then we follow those three stories, and we just see the impact of that. And then Violet's a very impulsive teenager, so things happen, and we just follow those relationships.
Howon, there you go. Sorry about that black again. Little difficult to hear on our end when it's about to end, but that was Mr. Paul Gray with And Violet, and that's another beautiful film like Honeymoon that came from far away for us, just like you did here to Tucson. Such a rare treat for us to see film from your country that you guys made, and then on top of that to have it here in Tucson. What a blessing! And so Paul was a lot of fun to talk to because he's so easy and relaxed, and maybe if he pops in, we can squeeze him in here also. But that was a very nice movie. If you guys can ever catch it in other festivals, it's called And Violet, and just like you said, it's a coming of age film. So Howon, back to you. The second topic that we have is you originally started um, as a actor in commercial films, correct?
You're right. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go on over to a little soundbite. What you had to say with regards to starting in commercial film and then transitioning over
Yes.
to um, independent film, because you had a lot of very interesting things to say about the differences basically between the two. So here we go. Without further ado, Mr. Howon, one more time. Howon Kim.
I'm an actor, so in my opinion, I just start from my acting is just start. My start is from the commercial film. So, but after 2 or 3 commercial film shooting, yeah, I wanted to focusing. I wanted to see the another aspect about the film. Yeah, that was independent film. So yeah, actually, I first I watched the independent film in Korea. I just feel that wow, it's a little bit so dark and so seriously. So yeah, sometimes it's uncomfortable, but I think we necessary. It's necessary. We necessary to some showing and watching and to give the message to the audience. So yeah, so I think that the independentism, yeah. So we always need to that. Yeah, yeah. Obviously the commercial. Yeah, yeah.
Get a chance for commercial film. Yeah.
Howon, sorry about that. I didn't turn on the audio. No, we have
Yeah,
audio now. So that was Howon Kim, and let's go back to talking just a little bit more, Howon, with regards to making the jump from commercial to independent film.
Yeah,
And so you were saying, what is it like in South Korea with regards to commercial film versus independent film?
yeah. Actually, honestly, in the past, I didn't want to go back. I didn't want to go to jump to the independent film, but after first time when I was seeing the first time about this independent film, actually I didn't remember what is this title of independent film, but after that time, yeah, I just turned to my thinking to that independent film because the different thing with the commercial and independent is in my country. I think that it is a very specialty to independent film. It means that there is some limitation in the commercial film. It means that I think you know what I mean. It means that some commercial film they want to be involved and they want to be included with more funny things and more some political things, but it is not danger to the audience or to the society. But
It's not thought provoking. It doesn't provoke a lot of controversial ideas, right?
you're right. But independent film, they can using and they can include all of things of human beings, human life. There is no limitation. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is very good to the independent film and all of the society of independent film. So, yeah, yeah, I was very impressed about this. So I wanted, yeah, because as I'm an actor, so I wanted to go and I wanted to get in that independent film. I wanted to acting, I wanted to portray about the special people and the not ordinary people. Yeah, but who is yeah, almost these people is something like very little and very poor or something very low level in the society. Yeah, so I like this and I wanted to portray, I wanted to express their thinking and their life in the independent film. It is more efficient, it is more good to the audience.
Something that you don't get to see every day in commercial film in the big movie theaters.
Yeah.
Those type of stories.
You're right.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, even if there is no chance to releasing independent film in my country, because all of the big commercial film is always get the whole of the market and all of the theater. Yeah, but it's okay. Like this festival, they give me some chance to screening all of the worldwide. It is very good to all the world's cinemas, all the world's film industry.
Cool. So let's go ahead and go on back to Mr. Paul Gray,
Yes.
who is actually right here. Let's take a look around, actually,
Yeah.
to see. Well, you know what? We'll just leave the camera right there because then I'm
How
gonna
about
have
this?
to
Change
reset.
my position with
With Paul.
It's okay.
Yeah. Go ahead and bring Paul in. And so before you leave, Mr. Hey, Mr. Paul, would you like to step in? Yeah. Okay. Give me just one moment. We're gonna go to a clip about adoption stories. So one of the questions I got to ask Mr. Paul Gray was, one of the things I was not expecting was for a film to be about adoption, to talk about adoption. I think that's great because you really don't ever see films talk about it in this complex and very precise way. So let's see what he's got to say about those type of adoption stories. Without further ado, Mr. Paul Gray.
So I'm a parent of, I've got 2 adopted children, so I think you write what you know, I guess, and there's lots of research that I've been doing around adoption anyway, so I was just using that information in the story. But I think also, I think adoption sometimes uses shorthand in film. It's not necessarily portrayed accurately. It's not so much a criticism. I mean, I think I can see why it happens, but sometimes, especially in films aimed at a younger audience, it's just used if the characters are adopted. It's used as to give them mystery. It's kind of shorthand. Most superheroes are adopted.
Batman, Superman, right?
And there's nothing wrong with that. That's fantastic kind of role models to have. But I think I just wanted to write a story that was perhaps a more realistic portrayal of what actually adoption stories are.
All right, everyone. Sorry about that black. Again, it's really hard to hear when it's hard to judge when you can hear when the clips ended. But without further ado, look who we have right here, Mr. Paul Gray, writer director of And Violet. So that clip we were just talking about, and you were saying in that clip, I knew you didn't hear it. Basically, it's about Violet and she's out with her adoptive mom.
That's
and
right.
then she meets her biological mom and all the complexities that arise from there. So why jump into? Let's further elaborate on this because I really like what you said the other night. Why adoption stories? Because they're so important and we never really see them portrayed in the way that you did.
Okay. Well, maybe talk. I don't know if you mentioned anything of my background, but I'm a parent of 2 adopted boys. And I guess one of the reasons for telling this particular story or telling a story with this particular slant is when my kids were growing up, we'd go to the cinema a lot, and the portrayals of adoption, they were great. I'm not being critical, but anytime we go and see a film, any superheroes adopted, most kids think if there's a dark character, if there's if you want to create mystery, then shorthand for that is sometimes to make them adopted. So it also became a bit of a joke with us, in storytelling sometimes, that saying, oh yeah, they're adopted. Now that's not to be critical because superheroes being adopted is fantastic and great role models. But it got me thinking about the actual realities of something like open adoption. There is contact with.
I just need to find out about Zoe.
With birth families
because
and how complex that is.
now that I've seen her,
the impact
then
that can have on people. So I
I
wanted
need
to
to
tell
know
a small
about her.
story along those lines, where it's actually the emotion
And
is the big thing. Rather
I need
than
to know
something
about
dramatic.
me
But I mean, as I say, I'm not
and about
being critical of those guys.
who I
It's
am.
wonderful. I love to go and see the spectacle is great. This is crap.
V's been in contact with Zoe.
But let's go back to us right here, Paul. So, but you know what? A small story in comparison, and obviously up against the Hollywood system, but still a very necessary story, because as we were speaking the other night, here in the United States, we do have an epidemic of a variety of problems that land a lot of children in the adoption system. Here, at least here in the state of Arizona, and so these kids deserve fair stories and fair portrayals as well, because they also deserve to be loved and cared for just like any other kids, correct?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully it's a very optimistic story. I mean, there's a lot of tragedy in this story. There's a lot of heartache. Violet comes from a very troubled background. But then also her birth mum, Zoe, in the story, she also comes from a very troubled background. So I think that's quite an important part to tell in the story. And I think sometimes, sometimes these parental roles are sometimes quite stereotyped, and we see the adoptive parents as in some way being the good guys, being the heroes, and it seems it's not an altruistic act to adopt a child. Parents really need and want as much as a child needs and wants. So I really wanted to try and balance the portrayal of all three of the lead female roles in the story.
Yeah, very, very true. And again, personally, I mean, what do you tell parents out there, Paul, who consider adoption, or maybe it's in the back of their minds? Should I do it? What is it like? Should I look into adopting? Because I think your film has a great message about adoption. What would you tell parents out there?
Well, I think people who get to a stage where they're thinking of adoption, typically it's after a journey of trying for a family that can be really quite hard, quite difficult. There can be a lot of heartache in that. It's not always the case, but I think for a lot of people that's the case. But certainly, we were very positive about going into, as a parent I'm talking rather than as a filmmaker just then, we were very, very positive about going into starting a family by adoption. And I've got two fantastic kids who I love dearly, and who are like all kids. They're full of mischief and trouble, but we're a happy family like any other family, and it's a hugely rewarding.
Just to pause, Paul.
Yep.
We got, sorry to cut you off, but we got Fausto Olmos.
Hey, Fausto.
He says hi, Paul.
Hi, Fausto.
Fausto, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man? Happy that you tuned in. Say hello to Mr. MB photojournalist. I believe he's a cameraman.
Hello.
He's a cameraman out of Texas.
Okay.
He works in the news industry out of Texas, Dallas, I want to say, if I'm not mistaken. And if I am mistaken, please forgive me. Leda Herring, fashion designer from here in town. She's definitely watching us. Hortensia Alamio.
Hortensia, hi.
Which I believe she is somewhere she's from my mom's hometown in Mexico.
Okay.
But I
Mexico.
believe she's in the United States. So, Paul, so let's go on over to, let me see. So one of the many things that we got to see were documentaries here at the 26th Annual Arizona International Film Festival. And Howon Kim from South Korea actually has a newfound love and respect for documentaries. And I love the way he expressed this. So let's go ahead and talk to Howon, or let's hear from Howon. Get a little soundbite, and here we go.
Until today, I always interested only just funny or only just commercial film. But after I see the documentary film in this festival, I just turn around my thinking to that. It means that.
So it opened up your mind to documentary filmmaking, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Why am I feel like this? But yeah, it is the big. Yeah. I get a big message from that in this festival. Yeah, because always a documentary, we always think that the documentary is something of boring or some of not funny. So we just only see the funny. We just want to see the more biggest film. But Tucson and the Arizona International Festival, they always gathering the good independent and good documentary to these screening rooms. So if we wanted to see and if you wanted to participate in this festival, I think it is a good choice to you, and it gives to you the great experience and great message, and open your minds to the another aspect of a life, open your mind to the another life things that more important or more necessary. So I think it's good for you. Yeah.
Also, that was Mr. Hwon Kim from South Korea and his newfound love for documentary filmmaking. I really love the way that he expressed it there. You want to say, I know you have to run in right now to the panel, but you want to say a few hellos to a few
Yeah,
people?
sure. I see Anna Maria. How are you doing? Nice to,
Hi, Anna Maria.
Nice to see you tuning in. So Anna Maria is I teach at Edinburgh Napier University, and Anna Maria is a graduate from 2 years ago, last year, and she is currently doing her PhD in the States and teaching here as well. So
International
hello.
audience all the way. Hi, Anna Maria. Also, John.
John Angus. Hi, John. John Angus, how are you doing?
John, how are you? Thank you for tuning in. We definitely appreciate it. And let me see also my cousin Omar from Los Angeles.
Hi,
Omar, this is writer-director Paul Gray from a beautiful independent film called And Violet. And you're being watched in Los Angeles, my friend.
Great.
So all over the
Los
place.
Angeles.
Carla Beatriz. Carla, how are you?
Hi, Carla.
Carla's I used to work with her
Okay.
years back, and she's here in town, and we love Carla because she's awesome. And see, hello, Paul, Maria Guidon.
Hello, Maria. Maria is the.
Hi, Maria.
Maria is Alkisti Terzi, the cinematographer.
Okay.
So this is
Okay.
So,
Wow. Well, I loved your work. I loved your work, and you
Alkisti-
captured a bunch of beautiful framings. So, Paul, anything else you want to wrap up, or something else you want to add live here? Because I've got your clips, but anything else you want to let people know?
No, I mean, I think hopefully we'll get a chance to see this film, and yeah, enjoying your show.
And so we're on actually the second to the last day of the Arizona International Film Festival. So maybe how about a little invite to get people on out?
Yeah, I mean, this is my first time in Tucson. It's I've been here for a few days at the festival. The programming, I think, has been absolutely fantastic. Seen some great films, and this is a fantastic theatre, great place to watch films. So I would recommend you to come down. I think there's some wonderful filmmakers around over the weekend. So if I were you, I would be heading my way down here.
Cool, very cool. I'll tell you what, Paul, let's go ahead and toss to a clip to you, and that way you can go ahead and make your way into the actual theater here in the screening room. Meet the directors, or meet the rule breakers, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I hope you broke some rules, and if you did, it looked great.
Something to say.
So let me see. So let's go ahead and talk to you, or well, let's hear from you in the soundbite, Paul, regarding independent films and the need for festivals like this and to give exposure to films like yours. Thank you very much, Paul. I really appreciate it, brother. And let's go ahead and roll.
Well, I think I think that's why film festivals like this one are so important. That you get to put your film in front of an audience, and that's fantastic. And I think also once your film is out there in front of an audience and gets a bit of momentum, that's when it actually finds more of an audience. These little stories are the ones that really touch you. I think that you can really relate to. There's nothing wrong with escapism in cinema, but there's another side to filmmaking as well, and there's that side that you just try to have an emotional connect with in a way that it's not to say that you don't do that with blockbuster movies, but it's a very different form that independent cinema can play with. It doesn't have to it doesn't have to fit within what is seen as the norm.
Okay. I forgot to turn on the audio. I apologize. So we are back with Mr. Hwon Kim one more time from South Korea. And Hwon, what is the one thing or one of the many things you look forward to when you go to film festivals? Is it meeting the people, seeing the variety of different films out there, maybe falling in love with the new genre? What do you like?
Yeah,
festivals?
actually, the first time when I was coming here and when I was participating in the Independent Film Festival, just one of my purpose is that just only to my screening, only to my film I wanted to meet the another country's audience with my film. It is just only my purpose of a film festival when it was first time. But after after participate in Regional International Film Festival 2016, yeah, after that, actually I wanted to meet some staffs and some people who is lived in Tucson and who is interested about the International Film Festival or who is like some independent film. It is actually changeable. It's changed because I'm an actor, so I always want to, my goal is that actually my film will be screening in the worldwide. It's very good to me. Yeah, it's just only my proposing, but in this time after the participate in the last year's film festival, I wanted to see and I wanted to meet all of the staffs in this festival, and I wanted to enjoy this city and yeah.
So it sounds like you wanted to get more out of the festival this second time around with regards to watching other people's films,
Yes,
different types of films.
You're right.
And then also, just meeting other filmmakers and other actors, correct?
Definitely, yeah. So especially this year's chance is very, very, very special and very, very good to me. Yeah. Because I have many experience and many new experience about the film, and I have many friends already.
Yeah, you made new friends, right?
Yeah, like you and some of the another countries filmmaker, and then actually we got to see some clips of some documentary thing, which is I said some documentary.
Yeah.
It is a very how can I say? It's very good to me, and this time is my thinking is turned around and turned to the other aspect about the film.
Are you now considering maybe doing a documentary film on a topic or a subject that you want to talk about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So it opened up another part of you that said, hey, I want to do documentary films now and try something different, right?
You're right.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah, actually, I'm an actor, so actor always concentrate on the only commercial because we wanted to be, some celebrities. So we wanted to be more popular, famous in the film industry. So we always focusing on the feature film and the drama film and the fiction. But from this festival, throughout this festival, it is. I didn't expect about this. Hey, Fausto, hi, my friends.
Fausto, how are you?
Fausto is my new friend from this festival. Yeah. How was your day? Is it great?
I think his day's barely starting up. So you know what? I have a question. Well, I've got one more clip with Mr. Paul Gray about filmmaking in Scotland.
Yes.
But talk to us about and I'll roll Honeymoon right now.
Mm-hmm.
So talk to us a little bit about what filmmaking is like for the independent filmmaker in South Korea. Is it big? Is it small? Is it supported?
Yes.
What is independent filmmaking like in South Korea?
Okay. So now I say that.
Yeah.
Actually, yes. Independent film always they don't have some money for some shooting, right? So our country's independent film industry, there was some supporting system is from the government. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But but it's very hard to get a chance for that. Yeah, because many of the directors they want to shoot, they want to writing their own story in the independent film, but there is too many people who wants to get the chance from the supporting and the supporting which is from the government or something another.
Oh, so there's a lot of competition for government funding.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Definitely. And then there is another funding system in the website. Something like in the United States, I know the Kickstarter.
Oh yeah. Very popular.
Yeah, we have some. We call that the cloud funding. Yeah.
Crowdfunding.
Yeah, crowdfunding.
Crowdfunding.
So, yeah, we have something like the kinds of this website. So we always writing on our story, and we just showing some clip of the independent film and just upload it in that site, and we want to supporting to the people who is like independent film who wants to be supporting.
So it sounds like in many cases with regards to funding in South Korea, you guys do a lot of crowdfunding to still make the money or get the money to make your vision still come to life, and not too different from us here in the United States in that aspect.
Yeah, but actually the crowdfunding system is the market is so small. So small. So I think, yeah, but I hope that the market is more popular and more bigger than now. Yeah, I hope this. Yeah. So and then furthermore the shooting location and the shooting circumstance and the on the spot. Yeah, there is no money for preparation about the independent film shooting. So we always gathering all the steps on the spot, and we always have some rooting for our movie because one of the important filmmaking is that the
Yep, yep.
passion of the film. Yeah, it is most important thing. I think that so. Our Koreans, yeah, independent film always made by the passion of the film, right? Yeah. So all of the steps, all of the actors just thinking about it. The one of our goal is we love film. We like film. We love making a good film. So we
Good stories.
yes. So
Reaching
even
for good stories.
yeah, so even if we don't have money or we don't have some time to shooting more good shot or some take some more beautiful moment, it's okay. We always try to be our best
Mhm.
and take that and we go for it. Yeah, yeah, we always like this. So
And then here, so what we're looking at on screen right now, Juan, is it's basically Honeymoon. We won't play the entire film
yes.
to encourage people to watch the movie.
Mhm.
Hopefully at some festival at some point in time. But a lot of these are real life locations, and I'm pretty sure you guys had to basically make a movie with the mentality of using what you had around you,
Mm-hmm.
right? Locations,
Mhm.
props, people, etc. But you guys still told a very, very beautiful story.
Mm-hmm.
And so I congratulate you guys on that. And that's one of the things here. Let's come back to us.
Yes.
That's one of the things that I was curious about to see. What is it like for you guys at the independent level in South Korea? Let's go on over to, and same thing with regards to that. Let's go on over to Mr. John. No, sorry, Paul Gray. Uh, sorry, Paul.
He's
There's
not here.
too many names going on. Okay, because he had what he had to share about independent filmmaking in Scotland was also very similar with regards to making sure that his stories and his vision gets out there. So
Mhm.
let's go ahead and roll, Mr. Paul.
Well, it's a really interesting time in Scotland. It's a really good time in Scotland because I think there's a lot of really interesting films being made there. Scotland doesn't have a big studio. There's, it's on the cards at some point soon, but I think because filmmakers want to be creative, so you find ways of doing things. So you just go out and you tell your stories. And Scotland's a wonderful place to film in. I mean, it just looks fantastic.
And we went to black, and that was Mr. Paul Gray, writer director of And Violet. So it sounds like at the independent filmmaking level in many countries, I'll say,
Yeah.
might not be absolutely accurate, but you have cruised with the technology. We're now making it happen. We're now making it happen. We get the funding,
Yes.
do the crowdsourcing and the crowdfunding,
Yes.
and then we tell our stories. We run out there and make it happen, and then now we also are getting our films into festivals now. So
Oh yeah.
so there's a lot to be said with regards to if you have a dream,
Mm-hmm.
figuring out how to make it happen and just making it happen. Correct?
Oh really? Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. So, is there anything else you would like to add? Let's see. Christopher Nation, thank you so much
Thank you so
for sharing the
much.
video.
Yeah.
And Fausto, yep, I think he's talking to you. So see you in a bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Fausto's gonna
See
be
you
around a little bit
soon.
later.
Yeah. Right.
And today, so let's talk about what we have going on today right now. The Meet the Rule Breakers section of the festival where we get to hear from Meet the Rule Breakers from Forbidden Cuba and Violent,
Mm-hmm.
Monday,
Mm-hmm.
and Hunting Pignut.
Right.
So
And then special film is today. Today's special film is from South Korea.
Yes.
As well. It is the title of that film is The Soup. the
soup.
soup. Yeah, the soup made by the South Korea. All of the filmmakers is no, not all. Yeah, just the director and two producers is coming to here. It takes 18 hours for flight from my country.
You know a lot about long flight times, don't you?
Yeah. So yeah. Can you see? This is yeah. Today's our South Korea's film is
So what we have is written off at 2:30.
Mm-hmm.
The soup
Yes.
at 4:30.
You're right. For serving. Yeah.
Landscapes. I'm sorry. Landscapes also under the 2:30 block. So
Right.
written off and landscapes at 2:30. The soup at 4:30. You excited for the soup?
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, it's my first time to see this film. Because
Oh, really?
this screening is the world premiere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I expect all of these screenings. So
7 p.m. Hunting Picnic, and also Bombshell.
yes.
So and
I expect it.
Saturday. Wow, we have a whole lot more.
Yeah, too many.
Oh, and you know what though? Before that, we've got family shorts
You're
today
right.
at 12:30. So in just over an hour, family shorts, All the Marbles, Super Mom,
Mhm.
and Tale of the Kite. So basically, there's somebody for or there's something for everyone all throughout the day.
You're right.
And let me see, later on, 9:30 at night, dramatic shorts
Mhm.
with Don't Think About It. Monday, North and Nowhere, Porcupine, Still Devout, Temptations from the Doll.
Yes, the interesting
And-
interesting title.
Yeah, that caught me right now. That's why I had to slow down.
You're right.
And also, Welcome Back. So, and then this is Sunday, the next day. You guys, there's literally something for everyone, literally all throughout the day. We really, we can show you the program. You guys go online, Google the Arizona International Film Festival,
Yeah.
and come on down, check it out.
You're
So,
right.
Howon, is there anything else you'd like to add? Maybe something that we've not talked about, or maybe a message you want to send out to people in general.
And we thank you for watching this live stream, and thank you for inviting this live stream to Edgar. Yeah,
You're very
actually,
welcome.
it is my first experience about like this live, but it is so cool and stunning. So yeah, thank you, it's a top. Yeah. Anyway, actually, it's unfortunately we have only 2 days left in the Regional International Festival 2017. So if you have time to come to here, please come on and enjoy the last of 2 days, because in 2 days from today and tomorrow there is very good movie, and it's a fabulous movie is here. I think that because of Julio and all of staffs wants to gathering all of good movie in these 2 days.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to, and if you enjoy this festival, you have the time. We have enough time to enjoy this festival. Just come here and just enjoy this atmosphere and all of feeling. Yeah, it's very good for you. And then the final is I wanted to see next year in this same location with you.
Yeah, you want to be back.
You're right. Yeah.
Cool. We hope to have you back.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you to the screening room, Mr. Julia Scallinger, Mia, everyone, the entire crew of the screening room, the festival as a whole. Thank you very much, you guys. Hope to see you here. Come on down. We will put all of the links to the Arizona International Film Festival in the body once once we're no longer live. And then that way you can go ahead and check out to see what movies you want to check out, and just go ahead and come on down, you guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Oh yeah, I'm sorry to some noising about this location. Yeah, but I'm sorry to that. Right?
Oh no, yeah, but well, we were okay with the audio.
Yeah.
So
but
did,
the boss to say chatting.
oh, you know what it was? It was I didn't turn on the audio. That's what it was. So we do apologize for cutting to black a few times, and then also of course the audio. But we're happy to definitely tell you about this little gem of festival here we have in Tucson.
Yes.
Yes, thank you very much, Juan. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Appreciate it, my friend.
Thank you.
I'm dropping all this stuff behind you. Oh Lord. You guys, thank you very much. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, etc. All of those links will be also in the body once this live feed becomes a post. Thank you very much, you guys. Have an awesome day.
Thank you. always tune in.
Yes, tune in every Monday.
Yeah, always tune in to Edgar's. Yeah.
Thank you, bud.